Hello, hello, welcome.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, girl, I didn't realize it's five
Yeah,
after the hour, and you are here with Independent Sales Director Trinity Brown and the
and
lovely.
Independent Sales Director Erica Lee.
I would like to say technical difficulties, but it is more like adolescent difficulties. We have kiddos going to bed at this time. So y'all, like, this is real life. I'm so glad that this is my full-time job, but it's really just under parenthood, right? So
Absolutely.
Mary Kay used to say faith first, family second, career third.
That's right. It feels like we haven't been on it so long.
I know, right? Because we just took that one little breather for
I
Christmas. So how was your
know.
Christmas? And y'all,
Yes.
this is our wind down Wednesday. So we will still, have our drawing, but this is just chill time. It's time for you to come and tell us things that you loved about last month, tutorials that you want to see next month. And and let us know too, as Erica's talking about her Christmas. Tell us, how was your Christmas? What was your favorite things that you loved? What was your favorite part about? Actually, you should share what you did.
Yeah, well, we just we chilled at home with the kids. It was really good because we have no family here. So it's just me and my husband and the kids. And sometimes you just enjoy that break away from family, like it's just us. And
Yeah.
so we just loved on our kids and just shared the true meaning of what the holiday means, and you know teaching them to celebrate the gift or not the gift, right?
Right.
um, and then after my husband did get presents and they opened those presents, but it was just a relaxing. Oh, and he made his famous gumbo.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that was the highlight for my holiday. I was like, I'm here just for the gumbo. I'm here for the gumbo.
I gotta
And so
try that
very
gumbo.
beautiful. Oh, you know what? When he makes it, I'm gonna have to bring you and your husband some. Because your
Mm.
husband's a chef. I'm gonna have to get his opinion on it.
Yeah, he made his chili, which is fantastic. But when you said gumbo, I was like, "Ooh, that is good stuff." Um,
Yes.
and one of my I do some facial job promotions around town, and one of my businesses that I partner with, the owner, she was so cute, but she was in some ways really excited about this Christmas because with the flying regulations and stuff, and the quarantine and all of that, she didn't host 20 plus people. So
Oh,
she's like, I didn't have to cook. She's like, I just got to hang out with her hubby. And so I think there's something to that when you can quiet the
it
noise.
is, because you really get to just relax and enjoy and
Mhm.
breathe. Family is amazing, but it's a lot of entertaining, right? And so
Mhm.
just to sometimes get that break and just really just have that woosah moment and just really just honor and love on your family. Just to me, it's great. It's great. I
Yeah.
love, don't get me wrong, I love when our families get together, but girl, family can be crazy sometimes. So
Yeah, mine is really loud. We're literally loud.
yeah. So we had a great holiday. Definitely excited about bringing in the new year,
Mhm.
making some changes, new adventures, new opportunities. But just really just, I think 2020 has been definitely a year to recognize blessings,
Mhm.
and to really just value what we already have. It has definitely been an eye opener. It has definitely been um, a reflection on coming back to the family unit,
Mm.
which I love. Just how much family is important and how much parenting, as us being mothers and wives, how valuable and how important and how that ministry is to our family first. So
Mhm.
absolutely. Even though it's also been a crazy year, I'm also really blessed to have endured 2020.
Yeah, right?
you know,
Yeah. Um, and I'm like, and the segue is, what's
right?
your favorite cocktail? What helps you carry through the year? No, not that other things don't carry us through, but I just thought that was pretty darn funny because yeah, ladies, I know a couple of you are watching. Like, what is like your holiday drink? We're gonna just share two, three,
Right.
and I'm gonna put our chef on here in a second. Look
I
at
mean,
this.
did you guys see the picture? Oh, there he is,
Look
the
at that
man
handsome
of the
man.
30 minutes.
What picture were you talking about?
The picture of the invitation of tonight's Wine Down Wednesday. Those drinks look amazing. I can't wait to see them.
Yeah. Oh, you're hearing a little bit of me. Sorry. I'm gonna be quiet here in just a second because we're actually just around the corner from each other. So, Corinne is on tonight.
Hi, Corinne. How are you? Welcome.
Corinne can attest that my family is loud. I don't know if she was there when we were talking about it, but she's not one of the loud ones. Well, but
that's what she says.
It's the family that she knows that it's always like everybody is like this. But anyways, I love Long Island iced teas. Those are good, but I don't think Thomas is doing that tonight. So I'm gonna hello. I'm gonna kick it over to him and he is gonna talk. We've got to be fun. For our Wind Down Wednesdays, you know, we're talking about, we want to see tutorials that y'all want to see for next month. So definitely, you know, comment on those. But what we thought would be fun is to show you some cool cocktails. And he's got two completely different ones, but using the same, you can be thrifty and use the same.
Wow.
So I'm going to let you take it away, babe.
All right. Well, we're kind of going with the holiday theme and with a little red and green here. And like my beautiful wife said, actually all pretty much the same ingredients for both these cocktails, but one is a little bit on the more fruity and sweet side, and the other one is a little more fun and adventurous, and it's got a little kick to it. So the first thing you want to do is you want to have a good glass to drink it in. And we want to put a nice rim on our glass. So we're going to do the fruity one first because we don't want to mix anything that may have touched the spice to go in with the fruity, because then the person you're serving the fruity drink might get a little surprised they weren't expecting. But to do the rim, take lime, lemon, whatever you're working with for your fruit, and just go ahead and just kind of rub the rim of your glass with that fruit, and it'll give the moisture it needs to pick up your sugar, salt, or whatever you may be using. In this case, we're going to go ahead and just use sugar for our fruity one. Give a nice coat of sugar along the rim here. And there we go. I don't know if you can catch the sugar rim there.
That is perfectly iced.
But, looks pretty and like it's covered in snow for, you know, this time of year. And now we're going to build our cocktail. So we're going to take our glass that we're going to build our cocktail in. We're going to throw in 4 or 5 raspberries, depending on the size that you're using. You can muddle these, but usually with berries this soft, you don't need to muddle. When we shake it, it'll actually break up the raspberries for you. And then we're going to take our little measuring tool here, and we are going to measure out our ingredients. We'll start with our syrup. So this is simple syrup. It's equal parts sugar and water. You can also buy this at the store if you don't want to make it yourself. But it's super simple. Just throw it on the stove, let it come to a boil for about 1-2 minutes, pull it off, let it cool, and it's good to use.
Can I interject for 1 second? I want to ask a question.
Certainly may.
For someone who doesn't know what muddled means, can you elaborate that one, just in case?
Yeah, muddle is just kind of smashing.
Smash,
would be a very fun word to use, I guess. Whatever fruit or vegetable that you're using. And this little fun doohickey here is a muddler, which you'll use for muddling. If you don't have a muddler, which I have lost or not had in the past, a wooden spoon will work. Anything with a blunt end can crush whatever you need to crush. But like I said, soft berries like this, you don't really need anything anyway. So for our simple syrup, you're going to do 3/4 to an ounce. My wife likes it a little less sweet, so we do 3/4 for her. For her mom, my mother-in-law, we do an ounce. She likes it a little bit sweeter. So in that vicinity, you don't want to go less than 3/4, or the lime juice will kind of overtake the drink, and you don't really want to go more than an ounce because it'll become too sweet and taste like you're drinking sugar. So we're going to throw that right in there with the raspberries, and then we're going to squeeze limes. We want 1 ounce of lime juice, and you can measure this, or If you get the small limes at the grocery store, like the little bag of limes, about 1.5 limes is going to be an ounce, or at least close enough to where you can pretty much go anytime you got 1.5 ounces. And I like to squeeze it fresh per drink, but you can always do, if you've got a juicer, you can always juice. If you're having a party and having people over, you can always juice a bunch beforehand and then just have it all ready to go for you. Then comes the most important ingredient, of course. And tonight we're using a citrus-based vodka. You know, whatever brand floats your boat, but just a citrus base is what you want. And we want 2 ounces of vodka. Then you're going to take that, throw in, again, depending on the size of ice cubes you have, but if you're using regular like ice cubes out of a freezer that kicks it out of the chute, probably about 5, 6 ice cubes would be fine. And then in your shaker, you can get a good shake. And that's the part, you want to give it a good shake, good 6 to 10 seconds. If you're using a metal, this shaker has a lining, but if you're using a metal shaker, a good way to know when you're done is to, when it becomes almost too cold to hold, that's good. Most people actually don't shake their drinks enough. And that ice melting and becoming is actually part of the cocktail. So you can use a strainer for this if you want, or if you have a shaker with the topper on it, it probably has a strainer on it for you. And then you won't get the little raspberry seeds. But my wonderful, beautiful wife actually kind of likes the raspberry seeds, so we'll leave them in there for her.
So let me get this straight. So Trinity actually has a full 2 ounce of vodka.
I turned you down. I turned you down on his thing. So
I can't hear
you because I turned the phone down. She said, so let me get this straight. Trinity has a full 2 ounces of vodka.
Yes. And if she has both cocktails, it'll be a full 4 ounces. So, but then you garnish, however you like. I like to use, for garnishes, it's traditional to use ingredients that are in the cocktail. So we've got a little lime twist with the raspberry, and I will bring this over to Trinity, and she can show you how to enjoy the cocktail.
I will take that during my next visit.
Yes, ma'am. Our monthly session. Look how pretty that is, though, y'all.
Oh my goodness.
So pretty. And I mean, our Wine Down Wednesdays are fun. And if his best friend Matthew comes on here, him and his family are really big wine people. I want to say wine connoisseurs, but I love the fun, pretty drinks too,
Yeah, it looks good. It looks refreshing.
Right. Yeah. The little martini with the girls. You see.
How does it taste, Trinity?
It's delicious.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah. Next Wine Down Wednesday, maybe in person.
Right? Yeah, that would be so awesome.
Yeah. But it's surprising. So I love this. And I love the fruity one. And you will never catch him drinking a drink like this, which is why this one is mine. But the one he's about to do is, I don't know, would you say more like on the savory side? It's got the spice to it. And we had a date night out when my mom was in town. And yes, girl, it is. It's so fun.
Right, Ariel? It looks amazing.
Y'all, I just had an idea for our consultant, Star Party. Star Party. Okay.
Yes.
But we have our own chef, right? Like a fancy dinner or something would be fun.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
but yeah, I'll take it back over to him in a second. But we did a date night and discovered this at one of the local places in town, and I thought it was so delicious. I've had a like a spicy margarita before, and I'd never seen something like this. But I'm gonna stop talking because I'm not a professional. We can talk about Mary Kay and beauty,
Girl,
but
let him work. We're going to pass it over. Let him work.
okay. All right, you're on, love.
All right. Well, so our next cocktail, as she mentioned, is a little more on the savory side of things, and it's definitely got a kick. So I did a rim on this one. I did the same process as the other one with the lime, except this rim is a chili lime seasoning. You can get tahine. It's essentially what this is. This is just kind of almost like an HEB brand of tahine. And I just added a little salt and just put it in a dish, and then do the rim just like I did with the sugar rim. And then I took 2 slices of jalapeno, and I used my fancy dancy muddler here, and just went and kind of crush up and break up that jalapeno. It's going to break it up. It's going to release the juices inside that jalapeno, and make it all spicy and release that flavor. Again, that's why I did the raspberry before I did this, because I'm using the same glass. I rinsed it out. But if I did this before the raspberry, it could still leave some of that heat from the jalapeno. So I'm going to do pretty much the same equation. Not that this is every time, but a general rule of thumb for cocktails is your ingredients should equal 4. So as we did the last one, we did 2 ounces of vodka, about 1 ounce of simple syrup, and then 1 ounce of lime juice, so it equaled 4 total ounces. So that's usually about what the equation comes out to when making a cocktail. So this is going to be the same thing. Do 3/4 to an ounce of simple, again, depending on if you like it a little sweeter or a little less sweet. This one, because of the heat, I did a little closer to an ounce, just under. And I'm going to do that 1 ounce of lime juice. The 2 ounces of that same citrus vodka. Again, add about 5 or 6 ice cubes to your glass or your shaker, whatever you're using.
And y'all will post the
We can post the recipe.
yeah, thank you. That's what I was looking for.
That'd be awesome. It kind of makes me think about that shake weight. When he's shaking that, the shake weight, the exercise shake weight.
Oh yeah. This one though it's so delicious. If you like spice, it has that sweet and spicy all at the same time. I mean, it's good. It's really good. But I don't know. Are you a spicy food kind of girl, Erica?
I am. I love spice.
Yeah.
But I'm more of a salt around the rim. So I wonder how the salt would go with your sweet drink.
It's really good. No, mine, this is sugar. It's a sugar rim.
Right.
And then, so that one.
This is a sugar. This one is that's chili salt.
Ooh, that looks so pretty.
Garnished with a lime and jalapeno. And ready to go.
Woo!
Let's see.
Wow.
Delicious.
What do you say, Chef?
But it's right at the back of my throat. It's not like overwhelming. My mouth is on fire. It's the good tasting kind of kick.
Nice.
We had a thought today. I had forgotten because he actually had an award in the OC. What was it? Living OC.
It's bad. I don't remember, honestly. I'm sorry.
It's written down. Yeah, it was when we first got married. Like it's been a while. We've had kids and our memory has gone. Karen and Quinn can attest to that if they're still watching. Anyways, yeah, so he was featured. One of his cocktails was featured, but we didn't do that one tonight, but that's a margarita. But that would be fun to do another time. And it's kind of that same spicy sweet. It's a chipotle margarita.
Nice.
So really delicious. Well, we hope that y'all had fun. And we hope that you got a recipe that you kind of like. If there's something else that you love, we'd love to hear it. Like, what is your favorite go-to? What is
your favorite cocktail in the comments?
Yes. What do you have a favorite cocktail, Erica?
I usually stick to margaritas, so that's why I really enjoyed this because I learned a lot. I'm very basic to drinks. I barely drink, but I do love margaritas and I love mojitos.
Oh yeah, those are good too.
And the other drink I love is a Moscow Mule.
Yes,
those are fresh. So those are my type of drinks. So to learn about cocktails is really fun because I never really had cocktails before.
Yeah, I had never had a Moscow Mule either until that one that the whole, it opens up my palate to all these other things. But yeah, I was kind of like a margarita with some Mexican food, and that's about the extent of it.
Right? Now, my husband loved to make drinks too. Like he's the drink maker. Every time we have guests, he's doing one of his favorite drinks, and he loves to mix. So I'm going to show him this video so he can make me this drink. These are awesome.
Yeah, I feel like, all right, honey, it's time.
I'm like, honey, come on, get to work. Let's go. I got an assignment.
Yeah, we will. I'll post. I'll post everything that everybody needs so you guys can see it. And yeah, we just thought that would be fun. And so, join us this weekend. We're going to powwow. We're going to get the schedule for next month. So we're going to have, again, our weekly tutorials for y'all. We've gone through so many different makeup things last month, but we'll have new ones. We'll post the calendar, and then we'll also have our normal Thursday skincare sesh. So that is going to be the same that it's always been, that we'll be going over the different Mary Kay skincare lines, and y'all can invite friends. When you bring 3 or more guests, you're going to get a 50% off item. You basically get to be a hostess with that,
Right.
So that's like your own little party here every Thursday at 8:00. But yeah, so we're going to powwow together, and we're going to get the schedule so you can see what tutorials are coming up around the horizon, and we'll do our beauty tips for Tuesdays. But also, if there's things that came to your mind or tips that you want to see, other things that you have questions about, put that in the comments tonight, because this will be something that we'll go back to and kind of reference when we meet together. And but then we always have last Wednesday of the month, our wind down Wednesday.
What December went by so fast. I mean, I was like, man, where did December go? And it's been so fun just doing these Wednesday night tutorials and bringing just new things and tips to you guys. But we do want to hear from you. We would like to hear, what are some things that you have seen that you would like to know how to do, so that we can also expand what we bring to you guys as well. So please give us feedback on what you've seen already, what more you would like to see. And also, what would you like your wind down Wednesdays to be? Okay, so share that with us as well.
I'm not sure if that's a cheers or that's like, hey, I want one on bubbles. I want to, let's do a champagne Wednesday.
She's like, I want a champagne Wednesday.
I did, Corinne loves almond champagne, and I have tried that. That is good.
I've never had almond champagne.
I didn't know there were tons of different kinds. And then Thomas, it was a Chandon, if I'm pronouncing that right, that had a rosé champagne, but like the bubbles, not the rosé wine. And that was actually really good too. It's not crazy dry, but it's not uber sweet either. But yeah, I love all those just the tastings are fun. But yeah, so what else do y'all want to see? Let us know. Anything else you got, girl, for closing? Have a great new year, y'all.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, guys, as you guys bring in the new year, we want to bring new stuff. So please give us feedback. thank you again, Thomas, for bringing those fabulous drinks. I will put my husband to work immediately making some of those drinks. So I can't wait to get the recipes. Guys, remember to post your favorite drink in the comments. And as we prepare January for you, we'll be wrapping up the giveaways for the month of December. So watch out for that because we'll be getting together to post those winners so we can get that out to you guys as well.
Yes. All right, y'all. Corinne, Karen, Ariel, so great to see y'all tonight. Everybody have an awesome New Year's Eve. Be safe. Anything else, Chef?
Drink and be merry.
Bye, guys.
Bye.